Hello there, welcome back to Simon's Shed and welcome to another Severn Valley Railway layout update, which is my N-gauge version of part of the Severn Valley Railway. And it's time to say happy 50th episode. Yes, can you believe it? This is the 50th Severn Valley Railway layout update. Yeah, still enjoying making them, still haven't finished the layout yet. I think we'll be done before we get to 100. But yeah, I'm still enjoying them, so I'll just keep going, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching them too. Did just learn something very interesting, that I'm now recording this whole intro again. Don't put microphone cable across DCC track because it makes a high-pitched screeching noise. So yeah, this is take 2 on the intro, so I've had to record the whole thing again, but never mind. I have made some progress on the layout. So coming up, green tarmac, Kidderminster details, and a Metcalfe goods crane. So yes, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing over all of these episodes. Progress, as is typical with the summer, has slowed down a bit, but I've managed to keep popping into the shed and keep the ball rolling. So let's have a look. Let's get to the layout and have a look at what I've been doing. Right, I'll show you what I've been doing. We're back down Kidderminster, the Kidderminster end of the layout. But first, it's gone a bit wrong. I stuck this new bit of tarmac down and it's gone green. I assume it's because I don't know, it's reacted with the bottom of the thing that was on top of it to weigh it down. I did varnish it first with the usual sort of matte clear varnish, so hopefully I can fix that just by, let's give it a go, just with the artist's chalks, something like that. And yeah, keep going with different greys until the green has disappeared. Never mind, if not, I'll just have to cut another piece and stick it down again. And I'll just have to hold it down rather than, I don't know, sticking things on top of it. But anyway, maybe it's because yeah, maybe that's why. I stuck this down with PVA on the bottom of that card. It's thin card, so maybe that was why. Whereas this, I used the Yoo-hoo stick glue, I think. But well, yeah, we'll fix that. So as you can see, I've been drawing lines of where things go. The road sort of comes round here and then goes into there. We've got pavement along there, and we've got some sort of oval sections that for pedestrians across there, and then it goes round into the car park. This is just the approximate size of the front of the Severn Valley Railway building, station building at Kidderminster, just to give me an idea. So that'll be something like that, and then there's a sort of cut in there. So I built a wall as well, stuck that on, and the pavement runs alongside it, and I've sort of cut that in at the end, and we've got a ramp because there is now a walkway down to the station there, and I've started sort of building the bank up, obviously continue that there. And the other thing I've done is just a little bit more on the roof of the station, just to make it look a bit more like the real thing with different colours. So that's where I'm focusing at the moment, and yeah, I'll carry on and do some more roads and pavements and so on, and see where we get to. And the green tarmac has been fixed just with the artist pastels. I've sort of kept gradually doing little bits on this area. It's been quite a while since the last clip, and indeed I'll we've been down to Poole for a few days on a little summer break. So yeah, modelling does tend to slow down quite a bit for a lot of people in the summer, but as I say, I have kept it moving. I've even sort of got into the habit of every time I come in here taking a little picture and sticking it on Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, have a search for Simon's Shed and you can get a sneak peek of maybe a photo or a quick video of what I'm currently working on. No sort of context like the layout updates like this, but hopefully some nice pictures of various bits of the layout to look at. So yeah, I went over this with the artist pastels and tidied this up, and I've drawn some lines on there with my pens, acrylic paint pens that I've been using. As you can see, we've now got pavement along here. We've even got a taxi rank with a taxi in it, and we've got a lot of we've now got a surface all along here and bushes planted, so that's looking a lot more like the real station. And I'm not sure whether I'd done it last time, but we've got the area here done, and there definitely weren't any handrails last time. Not entirely happy with the handrails. They're just bits of metal I found that I've sort of shaped into the right place, and that one keeps sinking, so I'll probably have another go at that. But yeah, that's where I've got to. I think the next step is to continue this pavement around this curve, so I'll keep chipping away. Okay, a little break from the shed, and indeed that's what I was thinking when I bought a few little detailing bits back to the house, that I would sort of work on them while I wasn't in the shed. Unfortunately they've just sat on the side for quite a few weeks, but I've now finally got around to looking at them. So the first one is the big sign as you drive in to the car park at Kidderminster. I managed to find the exact picture that was a clear enough and sort of square enough one that I could use. In other words, not like a screenshot of Google Maps where the sign's sort of at an angle and it's like a trapezoid shape. I managed to get the proper image. So on the third attempt I got that the right size, and this is just 1mm grey board cardboard painted up with some acrylic. So yeah, that should look good once that's stuck on there. Unfortunately the angle of the layout you won't sort of see that very prominently, but still think it's quite an important bit to put in. Next up we got some litter bins from PD Models, which I must have bought quite a while ago, and you can see here just they're 3D printed and just need painting with a bit of acrylic, which sticks very well to whatever material they've used for the 3D print. And they came out pretty well. These are still drying at the moment, but they should look pretty good. And the final couple of bits, a little ladder that I found, I think is off a Metcalf kit. Thought it'd be good to use that somewhere for a bit of detailing. And some York Models biffa bins, 3D printed. So looking at Google Maps at the location, spotted some green biffa bins there, that sort of thing, same sort of thing anyway. And also, if you go up the road a little bit, nice model shop there. check it out. And if we go up to the station itself, and it sort of switches between the old and the new stations. There we go. We've got some red ones there, but then if we've got the new station there, they've suddenly got black lids. So I'll see if I can paint the black lids in, I think, because that's the more recent image. But yeah, important to get authentic biffa bins. So that's what they look like. And that one's had its first coat of green. I got the other two in red and black. And might paint the ladder up sort of grey as well. And some of those little detailing bits are now in place on the layout. We've got the main sign and the bin, and a lot of these are now glued down. Stuck the ladder there for now. Might need to add a figure. And if we go a bit further up, we've got one of the bins on the corner there. So yeah, that does add just that little bit of extra detail. We've got some hooligans have currently thrown the rest of the bins on the roof. That's mainly so I don't lose them, because they've got to go in this area, but that's obviously not finished yet. But I have done a tiny bit more, as you can see, with these sort of islands that are there. And need to replace these chalk markings with paint pen and carry on with that. But I think it's time to look at something a little bit different now. And this is what I've picked from the box of goodies that's been sitting there for a while. I bought a few Metcalfe mini kits, and we've got the goods yard crane. So I'm going to build this up and probably put it in that somewhere in that sort of Kidderminster station end. I don't think there is one. I mean, we do have a goods shed. I don't think there is one there really, but I just like the kit, so I'm going to build it and put it in. So we got a couple of instruction sheets on how to build it, and we got two sort of part sections. I got some chain, which is interesting, and I presume that's part of the packaging rather than glazing, because there aren't any windows on a goods yard crane. But yeah, I think I'll keep that. That'll come in handy for some windows at some point. So let's give it a go. Okay, that's the first couple of steps done. So you just get a paper clip or similar, and it's a case of gluing a lot of wheels together and then building the other wheel, which is even more complicated. I think those are now dry, so that's the first one, and that's that one. So a little bit fiddly, but I think I did them fairly neatly. And next up is the support beam, and we are done with the support beam. It's just a case of sandwiching 4 layers together the right way round and in the right order. So that is, I think, instruction sheet 1 done. Let's move on to instruction sheet 2. Okay, those bits went on easily enough, so I just basically carried on right to the end. It's just a couple of bits stuck together for the base, and then a piece wrapped around, and the rest of it is gluing everything on to the post. I think that's a fantastic little model. There's obviously one thing missing. It stands up nicely, and that is the chain. So I think it goes around there. Across the back. We'll leave the rest piled up like that. So, there it is. I think that's a plausible place for it. There's the goods shed. We're going to put it in between these two tracks here. But the ballast's sort of in the way at the moment. But yeah, I might move it to there when I get a chance. But if I can get my hands out of the way. I think that looks pretty good. So I'll leave it there. I would like to try and get one video out in August, just by the skin of my teeth. So I'll get this edited and uploaded. But yeah, work continues. So thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Perfect.